This that theme music. Some back on your Dean music. Told Swiss gotta put the top down. Drive by my old school just to make my Dean lose it. Always said I'd be a dropout. Yeah, only right I bring the dropout. Look, and every day is first class. Not bad for the kid who never made his first class. Yeah, I'm in homeroom with Jada. If you missed something, rewind that. Hey yo, I built this from the ground up. That's how I found patience. Came up from the mud and that's how you foundation. Don't stop, pop that. That's if you found hating. Face down, up, that's how you found facing. No witnesses, that's all that they found casings. I dipped the Crystal Lake and that's how I found Jason. That Bentley Bentayga, straight violation. The truck's so fired.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over to Centennial first. Shout out to the folks over at Sports 360 AZ, Jordan, Higley, and Eric. I was supposed to be on their show today and they actually promoted it. And I had an issue with my phone. Shout out to AT&T and Apple for working as fast as they could to get the situation fixed, but I was not able to be on their show. But the show's amazing. The Friday preview show, they also got AZ Audibles. Make sure you support them. I'm gonna put all their Twitter handles and stuff like that at the bottom. Super disappointed that I wasn't able to be a part of that. And I'm on my way out to Centennial right now to catch up with Coach Taylor, his troops, and some of the coaches. Be right back. Gonna get some more water, more life, and just hang out with your boy.
Time to put in work. We all got a job to do. I light a then ask myself, what would Pablo do? Coming through with the paper plates like the barbecue. Got the haters shaking heads like the Bibles do. Yeah, but it's all for my family. The goal wasn't live middle class and buy Camrys. I want us all to eat, even if from my pantry. I guess I'm just more soul food than eye candy. I feel like these young need more eye jam. They ain't even had to do them like that. Yeah. You shoulda had the limey on them. Acting Holly, had to go Tommy on them. You do dirt, you get dirt, that's how germs spread. Squash the beef with a funeral, it's confirmed dead. See, it's never about the money, cause I burn bread. It's the principalities like...
Hey, what's going on? Your boy Chili, ArizonaVarsity.com, the Sideline blog, and we are out here, you know, home of the Coyotes. What is this, 9, 10, 11?
Something like that.
What are some of the challenges? I know every year it's got to be a new one.
It is, you know, it's a different group that we take, and it's a different team that we're facing. So each year presents its own particular problems.
You know, and how are you preparing for this game differently than you've done in the past?
That first year that we went, we made a lot of mistakes, and we tried to correct those over the years. And we want our kids to be relaxed, play fast, and enjoy the game.
How do you prepare for a team that's never been beaten?
That's difficult. Notre Dame Prep is an outstanding team. You know, in all three phases of the game, they are well prepared, well coached, and they play really hard. I don't see any weakness in their game at all. You know, so we are just going to have to play hard, and I think penalties and turnovers could be very significant.
What about the consistency amongst your coaching staff? You've had some of these coaches like forever, and even some of the new guys that you've brought along, like Coach Fields and stuff. How important has their role been?
You know, anytime you bring good new coaches in, they see things with a different eye. You know, they give you a different perspective. And, you know, things maybe that we have just taken for granted, that we've always done it this way, they can give you a different look at it. I think it's real important to have new blood. Your
first state championship appearance, you know, it's been 2 weeks. Has the extra week been hard on you guys?
No, it's been good. It's been good. We just been practicing, working hard. Been in the weight room too, working.
I know you got a unique situation. You kind of play for your pops also. How has that been, easy or hard?
It's like, on the field, he's just my coach. He's not my dad. So it's like, it's not any different than anybody else.
What were the expectations coming into the season?
State. We had to have a championship mindset the entire season. That's all we had. Make sure we get in state.
How are you going to prepare for this Notre Dame team? You know, they got that lightning quick wide receiver, Jake Smith.
We can just gotta make sure we contain them and be ready.
This is your first time coaching the state championship game. What's the whole 2 weeks been like for you?
2 weeks to prepare, man. That's a lot of time for a team like us, especially with a coaching staff like we got, man. It's we're dialed in as far as how we break down other teams in competition. Not to say that who we play is in the competition, but we work hard on getting our kids ready, man. Preparation is the most important deal. So when we go game time, it's not time to think about it, man. We just read and react, and that's been a big key for us this year in the 12 games we won.
Speaking of preparation, how are you preparing to deal with this thunder, lightning, and this rainmaker over at Notre Dame Prep? Because you are you take the defensive approach, and they're an offensive team.
Hey man, our defensive coordinator Andrew Taylor, man, is locked in, and he portrays that over to our team. And our team is able to take the information that we give him and put it into action. Man, we got some great athletes, bro, and not to discount what they do over there because they've got an undefeated season, and we expect to have quality competition, but we've been facing good competition all year, man. And thankfully, we've been able to come out on the W side of it. So we'll continue to keep that same preparation, man, hard drive, make sure they get a good game, and we're going to play the best of our capabilities and let it go.
You got a unique situation. You got your son playing on this team. How hard is that? How easy is that to deal with, throughout the game? I know you don't coach him positionally, but you coach the same side of the ball.
Man, the irony is that actually even Coach Taylor here has actually coached his son too. I've been coaching a lot of kids, so for me it's been okay because my kid's always been in that core group. As a parent, it's nice because I get to see him learning, seeing him progress, seeing how he's been coached, seeing how he's reflecting the coaching at the same time. But as a father, I'm proud because I know he's playing for a quality coach. The information he's getting, the technique he's getting is stuff that I would teach him if I was coaching this position. So I'm kind of proud that I've had the opportunity to join the staff, man. Like I said, I've had the chance to coach on different staff here, and these guys are dialed in, man, which is why we're here.
What can we expect to see on Saturday?
I can tell you what, well, the way it's going to go, man, is just going to be a lot of good football. I tell you what, we went 13 weeks, 14 with the bye for some quality state championship football, man. Unfortunately, it's down to Tucson. Go Devils, we won that game. But the most important piece, man, is I think anybody, whether you're affiliated one side or the other, come down, watch some quality high school football in Arizona. I think it's a great representation of where the football quality is in Arizona. And let's keep some of the local kids here.
All right, so your boy, I am leaving Centennial right now. I'm making my way over to Saguaro, so the next time that you catch me, I will be at Saguaro and catching up with Coach Mons and the Sabercats.
Bill locked up. Can we talk about the cost of living? We could talk about guns, but we forced to get them. It's a new race every time you cross the ribbon. Might have skipped a beat, but we never lost the rhythm. You don't understand, so you ain't able to feel it. When my mama's in pain, I ain't able to heal it. Fatigues and field boots, the outerwear. Sponsor what? Vote for who? Gotta hear.
Officially make my way over here to the U to catch up with Coach Mons and some of the kids over here. So let's see what they got going on today in preparation for their state championship appearance. How nerve-wracking was that game versus Higley?
It was a great game. I mean, it was one of those games that kind of felt like we kept making mistakes, and it kind of felt like we were gonna do something to throw it away. But credit to our kids, when it came time to make the plays to win it, we stepped up. We didn't hang our head. We faced some adversity and faced a really good football team that had a really good game plan, and those Higley kids played their guts out. They really did. A lot of credit to the coaching staff and those kids. When you play in big games and you've made long runs in November and you've played some of the top out-of-state teams that we played, it prepares you for games like that. So it wasn't nerve-wracking. I wasn't sitting there, panicking or anything like that.
No, because Mom's never panic.
You just kind of get in the moment and you do what you got to do, and you make the adjustments you got to make, and you call the plays you got to make, and then all of a sudden the dust settles and you're like, wow, that just happened.
How timely was it in preparation for a team like South Pointe, who has Bajan Robinson, who's about to rush for 2,000 yards?
Well,
potentially.
Yeah, I mean, South Pointe's not going to hide behind the fact that they're going to run the football. They're big up front on the offensive line. They got two phenomenal running backs in Bajan and Padilla. Higley has obviously the returning Gatorade Player of the Year from last year in Drayson Hall. He's a stud, and they ran the ball 50 times against us. Higley made us stop the run. They committed to the run. They didn't really try to test us through the air, and they stuck with it, and they gave it to a back that's special. And we're going to see two of those guys on Saturday.
Now, you don't usually get this extra week of preparation. How have you used that extra time to get your guys ready?
We had the media day. There's a lot of stuff going on. We take our team bowling as a tradition if we go to the state championship. So last week was nice to introduce everything, get the initial game plan in, put some stuff up, get some stuff on film, look at the things we like, look at the things we don't like, really dive in a little bit deeper into their film without the stress and the anxiety of having, you know, a day to get it done. It allowed us to kind of decompress a little bit from the game that we played against Higley, and then really get focused so that this week is really the work week. And this week is really fine tuning everything. And the kids have already seen it once, and now we're really polishing it up.
Now, I mean, you're no stranger to actually going to the championships. Is this just business as usual?
It's business as usual. You know, that's the one thing that you learn when you've been there before, is that you don't change the things. You do the things that you do that got you there. I mean, I think the only thing that you'll see different is because this is a game on Saturday, you know, we're a team. We're going to do 3 work days during a week and a walkthrough. So this week, Monday, Tuesday are work days. Today is a light day. We're just in helmets only. We're doing about 45 minutes on the field, and then we're going to go get on the whiteboard and get on the film. Trying to do things as usual. We get one extra day. We want to get one day where these kids are out of pads. We don't want them to be in pads, you know, 4 days this week, because we're only in pads 3 days every other week. So try to keep it business as usual as much as possible. Make sure our kids are healthy, make sure they're fresh, and make sure they're mentally dialed in.
Your coach says that you're one of the most slept-on receivers in the state. You know, what does that mean to you?
It just gives me motivation to just keep on going, to push through all the adversity that I face.
I know that you're not familiar with playing an overtime game. Talk to me about that Higley game a little bit. You know, what was going through your mind?
I just knew the key players needed to clutch up. It was just insane. Like, Saguaro, I don't think has ever gone into overtime, and it was just a crazy game.
I know a lot of former players were like on the sidelines getting kind of antsy. They're a little nervous. Was that nerve? Was it trickling down on, you know, to you guys on the field, or like?
No, most of us kept our composure. I think it was more rattling for the stands and everybody watching.
Your coach said that you guys were the underdog. How are you guys embracing all that? How did the Higley game help prepare you for South Pointe?
We've definitely been the underdog more than once in the season, so we're kind of used to it, and we use that as motivation to keep on going and beat the other team.
Underdog in 5th straight trip to the championship. Like, does that really go together?
No, not at all. Shout out CK.
So what are you guys going to do to make sure that you guys bring that trophy back to Coach Mons and make history over here at Saguaro?
We need to play physical. We need to play very physical, because they're a big physical team, and we're not as big as they are, but we are sure more physical.
All right, so I'm leaving Saguaro right now, and I'm making my way over to Notre Dame Prep to catch up with Centennial's 5A opponent in the state championship game, Coach Prelock's squad, the Saints. So I'll be there in a minute.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Heard you caught them bodies, and you kept it solid. Get more money than a graduated college. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Put your hand.
Yo, this is how ballers ball, huh? Okay, I see you. Where are you going? Practice still going on?
I'm going to study.
Yeah, you're like one of the youngest coaches in the state, man. How'd you land this gig? Over here at Notre Dame Prep.
So I played here, and Coach Brown, who's now the offensive coordinator at Pinnacle, got me interested along with Coach Prelock, and I just had a love for it, and I just stuck around and wanted to help these kids accomplish their goal of winning the state championship.
Yeah, why don't you accomplish some other goals and send some kids to ASU and throw them forks up?
I'm at ASU. Over there I'm a sophomore, and you know, Coach Graham is gone now, but we'll see what happens over there.
All right,
hopefully they get that program back on track as well.
So what's the experience been like under Prelock, and you know, being in a state championship your second year, having to deal with the headaches last year?
I mean, it's been day and night. Coach Prelock is an absolutely great guy. It's a role model, someone I look up to, and he just loves the kids and loves the program. He's out here for the kids. That's what it's all about. And you know, luckily it's resulted in wins, and the kids have bought into Coach Prelock's philosophy.
All right, so the Thunder, Lightning, rain-making offense, how are you guys going to take that to Centennial?
You know, I'm lucky enough to coach the running backs, and they make my life a lot easier. They are very good kids. They listen. They're very coachable, and that's something you don't get out of kids that are so talented.
How special is Cole Fisher?
Cole Fisher is one of the best athletes in the state. I think he's a beast. I mean, the tandem of Thunder and Lightning, I honestly think it's one of the best backfields in the state. And you know what? Most importantly, they're great kids. They pump each other up. They get a run. He gets a run. They're all excited for each other. They block for each other. And that's what I love about it. They all want each other to have success.
What's it like being the coach of the 10-year anniversary of the first time y'all did this with Bemis. And
that's nostalgia. When it comes down to it,
did you think that was gonna happen?
You know, you always hope for the best. We knew that we had a lot of obstacles in front of us this year, and you know, the fact that we talked about it, but the fact that, you know, we took it game by game, and the fact that we're here now, you know, it's humbling for sure.
Undefeated on Bemis Field. 10-year anniversary. The dreams to the reality. What's the most special thing about this?
I'd say the relationships I've built with all these kids. They're great kids. I've coached all of them since they were freshmen. The senior class, that was the first year I took over as freshman, and as a team we went 9-0 then. And then the junior class we went 8-1 with, and then the sophomore class 6-3. So you know, to have all these kids and coach them all again, it's, you know, it's been a dream come true.
So this isn't your first time coaching in a state championship game. What are you taking from then and incorporating now in terms of preparation?
Similar things that Coach Bemis did. We had a lot of people come and talk. Tom Lehman came and spoke with us. We had a strength conditioning guy from the Chicago Cubs. He was nice enough to come and speak with us. And we have a former alum and former NFL quarterback Sean Renfrey, who's on that 10-year anniversary team. He's come and talked to us. And then just the preparation in terms of how we had the 2 weeks. That's something that we had in 2008 as well, and we made sure that I kind of mimicked that. That way, you know, you have good practices and not wasted practices, and kids get healthy.
How have the nerves been? Because I remember last time I talked to you from the Queen Creek game, you were a little recovered from the heart attack. You're all good? The ticker's working?
Not really. Not really. Not really. You know what? It's the stress and everything that keeps you alive and keeps you focused. And these kids, like I said, they tell you all the time, I'm always stressing that stuff. And you know what? That just means you're prepared. So
you have a great group of assistant coaches and stuff like that. You know, any of them that you feel like deserve a little bit extra attention? Who do you want to show some love to?
Oh, they all deserve extra attention. My defensive coordinator, Nick Smith, he does a great job.
Very animated on the sideline.
He is
I
very
love him.
animated. Yeah, the refs love him too. But Coach Smith's great. You know, Coach Aragi does a great job with the backs. Coach Rolski is my assistant offensive coordinator, and he was an assistant on those championship teams as well, and he came back to coaching this year. Coach Siegel's my wide receivers coach. Coach McGriff has been coaching with me and actually played for Bemis back in the day at McClintock. He's our DB's coach, and Coach Fox has been out here working with our quarterbacks, and then our offensive line coaches, Jeff White and Terry Derry and Mike Sheehan. And Terry Derry is also our strength and conditioning coach.
Besides obviously raising a championship trophy, what do you want to leave behind this year?
The fact that we were able to overcome and we were a resilient team. You know, you want to raise the trophy and everything like that, but you know, regardless of the outcome, I am extremely proud of everything that these boys have been able to overcome and that they went through.
So, what's up with the Yeezys? Still no Yeezy cleats?
You know, can't wear them out for practice. Got to keep the resale value up.
What surprised you the most this season?
Man, I mean, no big surprises. We always wanted to be in the state championship. Now we're here. But I think we all came together when the time was right, and now we're making a run for it.
So now that you've arrived, like, how has everything changed for you guys?
I think we've been ready for this moment for a while, and now it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and we're happy to be here and we're ready to finish it. Because our goal is not just to be in the state championship, it's to win the state championship.
How do you guys keep Coach Prelock from having a heart attack on the sidelines?
He's always doing his thing on the sidelines. Really, as long as we go out there and do our jobs, he's not going to be losing it too much.
You know, being one of the senior leaders on this team, you know, how have you been helping to guide the younger kids?
Just pretty much keeping them involved with all of us, making them all feel like everyone's a part of the team, which they are, but you know, everyone really contributes in practice. We have everyone that's involved with the scout team. Everyone does something with special teams. You know, everyone feels involved, which I think helps the work ethic of all the other kids. You know, we're just kind of like, this is it, you know, so it's time to leave it all on the field and pray for the best.
What has the extra week been like? What have you guys done the last 2 weeks to kind of, you know, get ready for this?
We watched film. You know, recovery's big. You know, we had a couple kids banged up, so it was nice to get a little bit of a rest, but not a lot because really the work never ends. So we've been watching film, we've been practicing, and we'll be ready.
So nothing's gonna surprise you?
No.
All right, leaving Notre Dame prep, just caught up with Cole Fisher, Vic Anarino, aka Snack Daddy, and Coach Prelock, and assistant coach Arahi. I think I butchered that, but let me know in the comments if I did or didn't. Me and Cody will be doing a Periscope about the 4A, 5A. I caught up with Saguaro today, Centennial, and Notre Dame Prep. So I will be catching up with y'all in the Periscope, and this will be coming out after that. So let me know what y'all thought. And your boy Chili, I am back on the road.